ICRA TV, connecting you to the source.
Tragic stories and videos are coming in of babies and young children freezing to death in Syrian refugee camps. Some of us are stirred into action, whilst others simply switch over to watch something less guilt-inducing. 3-month-old Mahmoud Ra'ad, whose parents are Syrian refugees, died in a room where his family was staying in the town of Akroum. Snowstorms have been battering the region at a time where people of Syria are crying for respite. The EU has received stiff criticism because they aren't doing enough to offer shelter to their brothers and sisters in humanity. It has pledged to take in only 12,340 refugees, which is less than 1% of the 2.3 million in desperate need of help. Half of that number are children. So you can see that the situation is not getting any easier. So what's happening now is, we've been looking around, we've been asking brothers and sisters, what are you going to be doing now? Because winter is here and the brothers and sisters are in need of serious help in the way of blankets. Now this blanket appeal, you've been hearing this coming from all different areas. Many different people are doing the same things. And without your help, there's going to be no real difference made. So, Deen Riders, we have a new mission, and this new mission is one where we are going to ride through London, okay? The purpose of the ride is to raise crucially needed money to purchase blankets for our families in Syria. So, on the 25th of December, we'll be conducting a London ride, which it's one of our part of our ride aid. We will be visiting some masjids, hopefully on that day, and we'll be asking each one of those masjids to help by way of preferably a financial donation. But where do you come into this, brothers and sisters? Okay, you come into this in a very significant way. First of all, as always, we're going to be asking you to donate, preferably online. Now, on our Facebook page, you'll see I'm very active normally when it comes to times like this. I don't waste time in any other, period. I mean, only when you need to hear from me, that's when you'll hear from me on Facebook. So we're asking you, brothers and sisters, to really buckle in now and do what you can to raise some extra barakah for yourselves. Now, previously, our fundraising, as you know, with your help, we raised more than £68,000 for Syria. But that didn't include all of you. So I'm actually pointing at you, okay? You, those of you who didn't actually donate last time, for whatever reason, that's your business, whatever that reason was. But now is that time where I'm saying to you, please, on this occasion, just remember how cold it is out there. You yourselves, you know what it's like. You've been outside before in the winter and you're wearing your coats and you feel, even then you can feel the bitter cold of the UK. But imagine what it's like for brothers and sisters out there who do not have that. They have blankets wherever they can find them. So this is the plight that is going on out there now. So without your help, we're not going to get anything. We've got a picture that I want to show you actually, yeah. We'll show this picture now. I saw this picture today. Actually, I saw this picture on Facebook first of all, and then I saw it on Google afterwards. And I thought about that. Look at this, a prayer mat for a sheet and a blanket and the ice for a pillow. This is just on the edge of a tent. And when I looked at that picture, it really broke my heart because what this child is going through, subhanAllah. So, the name Humanity's Child is something which I've given to this because obviously that's exactly, who that young child is. We are all responsible for that child, every single one of us. And those of you who are not being active enough in doing anything, you're the ones who you really now need to pick up where the others have left off. But the others are still going to be donating. I've received 3 donations just over the last couple of days from people who are regular donors, right? So when you think about that, you have to remind yourselves, brothers and sisters, if you haven't done anything just yet, just please take action now. So going back to our ride on the 25th of December, where you come into that is we're going to be encouraging you, brothers and sisters, every one of you, to make efforts to collectively raise as much money as you can between yourselves, your families, and your neighbors. And any one of you who are able to raise more than £300 on that day, Deen Riders will come to your road, to your street, and will visit you and will collect that money from you. So I think it's worthwhile. I mean, we're hoping to get maybe 20 bikes. You know, we're not going to be really loud and make too much noise unless, you know, you encourage us. But, you know, ideally, we're going to just come, we're going to visit you very respectfully. We're going to thank you on behalf of those brothers and sisters that need your help in Syria. And we will then move off to the next location because we're hoping to be really busy. We're actually hoping that on that day, we'll spend so much time going from street to street to street, collecting £300 minimum on each street. So that's what we're asking from you, brothers and sisters.
Let's pray for our brothers, let's pray for our sisters, let's help one another. Let's pray for our ummah, let's pray for our brothers, let's pray for our sisters, let's help one another. Let's pray for our ummah.